Hey Jack Squad, how everybody doing today? Hope all is well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. You got to make it happen for yourself. Listen, y'all, I had recorded this yesterday, had to redo. Listen, I've been sick, y'all. I caught a cold last Thursday. I have not had a cold since before I left Cleveland. You know, that little bit of time I was moving, go to Cleveland. I had that bad cold, which I think was pre-COVID. Haven't had a cold in 2.5 years, right? So how did I get a cold? I left my fan blowing right on me one night. Got home from work, was so tired. I felt the fan cold. I felt it cold. I was too tired to get up and turn it, right? Usually I turn it off from my face. Child, I got a cold. My throat was itching and scratching. I said, oh no. I immediately got to work with the Theraflu, the Halls, the Vicks, the all that. Well, it still drained my energy Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yesterday I started to feel better. Today I'm feeling better. It's leaving my system. Yesterday I looked crazy. I looked crazy, y'all. I looked at that video and said, oh no, we're going to start all over again tomorrow. I looked crazy. So I know I was sick. But anyway, I'm back. I'm back. And I got to talk about P-Valley. But before I do that, I need you guys to hit that like button, share, comment, subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, I got my small goal of 3,000, my big goal of 5,000, and I am slowly reaching that. Thank you very much, Jack Squad. Don't forget to, I said like, share, comment, subscribe. All of my social media stuff is down in the description box, including my email and my Cash App. Please donate to my channel. I'm working really hard. I do have the camera, but I need the tripod. So I'm working on that, y'all. I'm working on the tripod. Cause listen, it's rough, y'all. It's hard to do this by yourself. Let me just tell you that. It's hard, but I love it so. So I just go through all the changes that I have to go through. But anyway, we got to talk about P-Valley. P-Valley. Now, as I've already said, let me get a drink. The writing, excellent. The acting, excellent. And for most of those actors to be relatively new actors, except for maybe Tyler Lepley, he's been on Haves and Have-Nots, some other Tyler Perry stuff. And of course, the incomparable Loretta Devine, right? Loretta Devine acted so good, I was ready to go to the funeral. Let me tell y'all something. What we got to do, I told y'all this before. Y'all ain't paying me no attention. We got to go down to Chuckalisa and go get Miss Mississippi. Now raise your hands, put down in the comments who all going, who all rolling with me. I don't live that far from Chuckalisa. I don't live that far from Mississippi. Come on, we got to go rescue Miss Mississippi, okay? We got to go rescue Miss Mississippi now. She down there with that white man, and all I can see, y'all, it could just be my weird mind, is slave master to slave. I don't know what that is. I don't know because they in Mississippi. I don't know because they in the country. I don't know because he white and she black. I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. He's very abusive. And not only is he abusing her, but he's abusing the kids. That's wrong. Them babies. Them is babies. Who beats babies? What a crazy person. So, y'all, we got to get down there. We got to get down there and we got to get down there and see about it, okay? Now, she got the gun. Her girlfriend gave her the gun, right? Her girlfriend gave her the gun. You ain't used the gun, right? You ain't used the gun. You down there scared to use the gun. Okay, I get that part. You scared. Now she done gave her a phone. Say, call when you ready. Listen, it's a whole bunch of Pookies, Ray Rays, down there in the country in Chuckalisa that would help her. Now, I don't know if his family is powerful. I know they have money, but I don't know what they would do if somebody killed him, right? But she got to get out of that. Every time we see her, she bruised, battered, and beat. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. So again, y'all, drop down in the comments who are rolling with me. to go to Chuckalisa and get Miss Mississippi. All right? Now then, Grandma got sick. Grandma, listen, Loretta Devine played her part so darn good. So, Lil Murder, is he Lil Murder or C Murder? Lil Murder, he is taking up refuge in Uncle Clifford's home with Grandma, okay? After his boy Tariq shot himself in the head in front of him. So he's taking refuge there. Now, why he won't go home, I don't know. Who he lived with, I don't know. Where he lived, I don't know. Hopefully, we'll get a backstory on Lil Murder, maybe next episode, right? It kind of sort of gave us a backstory on Uncle Clifford this episode. So what we know is that Uncle Clifford's mom allowed him to be girly and wear a pocketbook and all that from the time he was 3. And dared anybody to say anything about it. That's odd. That's odd. I don't know any black mother who would allow her boy to play with dolls and act like a girl. I don't know none, right? Maybe that's what they do down south, I don't know. But anyway, that's who Uncle Clifford is. He's been that way all his life pretty much, right? And she called him Uncle Clifford. I want to know why they called him Uncle Clifford. They didn't give me enough backstory on Uncle Clifford, right? I need more. I need a little more, right? And so Lil Murder is taking up refuge there. Uncle Clifford had to go somewhere. He told Lil Murder, watch out for Grandma, take a sugar, take a blood pressure, something. I don't know what all he said take. Give her medicine and feed her, right? Lil Murder did that. Now, while he was doing that feeding Grandma said, I see death all over you. She said, I see death all over you. Now, while she talking to him, looked like her eyes, one eye had turned colors. Listen, Loretta playing her part. She is a veteran actress. She is playing her part. Listen, she playing her part. So, Lil Murder took good care of it. Uncle Clifford came back. He told him, I've been taking care of Grandma. They couldn't find Grandma. Grandma had left the house, right? They find Grandma down by the river. Right? Now, before that part, let me go back. So, Uncle Clifford, what I did not know was that Uncle Clifford, the pink was part of his legacy back to great-great-great-granddaddy. It went back some generations, that land, that property, that building, right? So that's why Uncle Clifford wanted to save it, because that's part of his legacy. He told the one girl, I can't think of her name, that bought it, that's all he has. She is going to sell it to the powers that be. They offered her $5 million. She wants $10 million. Uncle Clifford said, don't act like you saving it for me. You want the money. Now, I get what Uncle Clifford is saying, because a lot of times black folks, we don't have nothing to pass on, right? Like, I really did not want to sell my house. It was just a house. But I didn't want to sell my house, but I know my kids weren't going to do right by it. So I sold it. So that usually ends what happens. You know, somebody died and they fight over that little $100 or whatever it is, right? So, Uncle Clifford wanted to keep it. A lot of things happened in the pink. And that property was theirs, which black folks, you know, what I'm learning since I've been down south is a lot of black folks have property. It's community property, like maybe more than 1, 2 or 3 family members that own this piece of land or this parcel of land, right? And it's given to them from generations ago when their ancestors were slaves, right? This was the land that was given to them. But what I have found, I'm not saying everybody, just the people that I have talked to, they do nothing with the land. They've not cultivated it. They've not grown anything on it. They've not built anything on it. They just have the land. That's where we go wrong. And when you just let it sit, the white folks come in and try to take it from you. Soledad O'Brien did a series on this. Go check it out. About how they're taking the land from people down in Hilton Head, right? So this is what they do. So at any rate, he wanted to keep the land. I got it. I went off on something because that's, when I saw that, I was upset about it. So at any rate, Grandma got missing. Grandma down there on the banks of the Mississippi River, she said she want to go see her daughter. Her daughter is dead, which is Uncle Clifford's mom. Now, they don't say how she passed. See, I need to know a little more about Uncle Clifford. What happened to Mama? Where's Daddy? I need to know some things, right? So anyway, she said she wanted to go to the water. They said, no, we can't let you go in the water. So she said, well, bring the water to me. They took a rag, Now, mind you, she got COVID. She has COVID. They had on no mask. So they're putting the water on her, putting the water on it. They carried her back home, right? So once they got her home, they called the ambulance to take her off. Now, I was wondering, like, why y'all ain't go follow the ambulance? But I forgot. It's COVID. Everybody can't go into the hospital. All right. So I gave them a pass on that. Now, Mercedes, I'm going to get back to Uncle Clifford. Mercedes and her daughter. I thought that was some excellent writing, some excellent acting. Because I've been in that situation before with my daughter. Not quite like that, but about like that, right? Where you have to make a decision. And so Mercedes' daughter, Terica, is 14. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about the pro-life people or whatever they call. 14 is absolutely too young to have a baby. Absolutely. And you'll be just like Mercedes being a grandma at 30. That's too young to be a grandma. Listen, we got to stop all that foolishness. You know, in order to be a grandma, you need a certain level of wisdom. You ain't got it at 30. You don't have it at 30. You ain't lived life long enough. You don't have it, right? So Mercedes did what I would have done. She put her in the car and said, she didn't tell her where they was going. She told her they was going to get some yogurt or something. She kept going, and she talked to her daughter. And she tried to explain that she's too young, the boy can't do nothing. She said, yes, he can. I remember the same thing I said to my family when I got pregnant with my son. Y'all trying to stop my happiness, right? I was such a fool. You're such a fool at that age, right? I wasn't 14, I was 18, I was 17. Yeah, I was 17. But at any rate, maybe I was 18 at the time, I don't know. But anyway, she tried to talk to her. And so, Terica, being the child that's been raised by her father and stepmother, and wondered why her mama never came and got her, she's a little disrespectful, a little angry, understandably so. Mercedes was trying to explain the reasoning. I was young, my mama made me have a baby, your daddy took them, they wouldn't give me back, I was a stripper, so on and so forth, right? I guess she was a stripper at an early age, I don't know. That's what I'm gathering, because I like to see Mercedes' backstory, even though we see her mama crazy as all get out, right? I can't cuss. So anyway, she ran her to the place. Now, while they're going, Terica got smart, and Mercedes slapped her. Now, for all of you who ain't never had a bad mouth teenage girl, good for you. But that happens. That's what you have to do. At least once during their teenage years, especially after they start having sex. You're going to have to slap the taste out their mouth. You're going to have to. You just going to have to. I'm sorry to tell you. Oh, you know, I'm just sorry. That's what has to happen. Because if you don't, they'll buck up at you. They will buck up at you, right? So if you want to keep your respect or gain some respect or just check them, you're going to have to do that. Well, anyway, they go on and they go to the consultation. So it's just going to be a consultation so you can make up your mind, make your decision. Now, I remember when I got pregnant real young and my aunts told me, this is your decision. And I was so confused by that. Like, I wanted them to tell me what to do. Let's go do this. They all said, this is your decision. Now that I'm grown, I know that was the right thing that they did. It was my decision. So anyway, she has the consultation. She's still undecided. Mercedes go to a hotel, which I thought was excellent idea. She go to a hotel. She don't go all the way back home. She go to a hotel, right? They in the hotel. She still ain't made up her mind. The doctor or whoever the practitioner said, you know, time's are ticking. You know, got 24 hours. Let us know what you're gonna do. But the girl she was well advanced. She was 13, 14 weeks. She was good up there, right? So, they're talking in the room, and then Mercedes said, listen, you're going to have to make up your mind now. I ain't playing this, right? So they go to bed. When she get up in the morning, she throw her the keys, because Terica wanted to drive anyway. She's been driving because her stepmama was a drunk, so she's been driving her around. So she knows how to drive. She said, listen. She gave her the keys. She said, make your decision. You got Jackson or Chuckalisa. I was so excited when that girl made that right and went off to Jackson. I was so excited. Because I don't care what nobody say, y'all. Having a baby at 14 is a tragedy. You know, people say, oh, that's the Lord's blessing, all that. That's a tragedy. And that's for somebody else to take care of. Yeah, you might be there with the baby, but your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, somebody else is gonna be caring for that baby because you don't know how. So the situation is gonna fall on someone else besides yourself, right? It's a tragedy, and let's say there's nobody else, then it's still a tragedy because you don't even know how to get along in life. You become homeless. All kind of stuff happens. All kinds of stuff. You know, very rarely is it a run off to the rainbow situation. Okay? So having a baby at 14 is a tragedy. I don't care what nobody say. It's a tragedy, right? You don't even know how to care for yourself, let alone a baby. So at any rate, she goes. Next time you see them, they're on the couch, and she has her legs up on her mom's lap, and they're talking. They're having a moment, all right? So that was good. That was excellent writing. When she tossed her them keys and said, make up you drive which way you going. I like that. Let the girl make her own decision, right? Now, we go back to Uncle Clifford's house, right? We go back to Uncle Clifford's house. And Uncle Clifford and Little Murder having a moment. He said, listen, I'm going to find you some clothes. Uncle Clifford go up somewhere in a room. He got all these old wild clothes. Went back yesteryear. And they start talking about something. And then Uncle Clifford said Cisco. And he didn't think that Little Murder knew who Cisco was. Right? So when Uncle Clifford come back, Little Murder got on all these funny looking pieces. And he playing Cisco. Right then, I said, this ain't gonna go right. This ain't gonna go right. Right? So they're playing in the clothes and falling on the bed and all of that. Right? And then, the next thing you know, the love gods have come down into the room. And they are about to have a love scene. Now, y'all, I ain't trying to offend nobody. I'm speaking for me and my experience. I just don't want to see two black men having sex. I don't want to see it. I don't know about nobody else. I don't know which direction the writers are going in. I don't know who their demographics are. I don't know what audience they're trying to appeal to. I guess it's the LGBTQ. But whoever's writing has to understand that for us straight people, it's a little difficult to watch. It might be more easier for me to watch two women, if I can make sense to you guys, than two men. Right? I know it's gay all around. Don't get me wrong. I know this, right? I'm just saying what is hard for me to see. Now, some of my subscribers said just turn it off and look away. I did look away. I did. But you know how it's a car wreck and you can't stop watching it? That's what was going on, right? Now, while I was watching it, I was hollering, no. Now, this is where the acting comes in. As they were talking, and Little Murder was looking at Uncle Clifford, it was so real in my head. It was so real in my vision, right? Like they was actually going to have sex, like they was actually having sex, right? And when he told Uncle Clifford, no condoms because I want to feel you, I almost passed out, right? Then when he was the bottom, because I thought Little Murder was the top. I didn't know it was a switch. I don't know nothing about that lifestyle. I thought bottom, top. I didn't know it was vice versa, interchangeable, right? Because Uncle Clifford is so feminine and Little Murder is so masculine. That's my reasoning. When he said, I want to feel you. Because I've listened. The reason why I said this, I've listened to tops who say they don't get it penetrated. So in my mind, I thought tops don't get penetrated. They do the penetrating. I don't know. I'm not in that world, right? So when that happened, that shocked me. And the whole thing shocked me. Uncle Clifford with all the makeup on, with the beard, the mustache, and the nails. Like, all of that made my mind go crazy, right? Then, the looks in their eyes. Were they really having sex? I was like, oh my God, this is some acting going on here. Now, what I hope, when they renew their contracts, especially Little Murder and Miss Mississippi and Uncle Clifford, I hope that y'all renew and get some good money. Because they were kissing with their tongues, if I ain't mistaken. I don't think you can fake that. That was real kissing. Now, it might not have been real sexing, but that was real kissing. How much money do you have to pay me to kiss the same sex? Gazillions. But my tongue, now I might get pecked, but with your tongue, that's a lot. And Lil Murda has a wife and kids. I don't know how that's playing out at the house. I know it's acting, but sometimes it can cross over. Maybe. Unreal could cross over into reality. I don't know. I'm just saying. I love P-Valley, but I think they have probably lost some people, which they may not care. They may have gained some people. I'm sure all of the LGBTQ folks is watching. But is that who you're appealing to only, or are you appealing to everyone? Do we actually have to see the sex scenes? Like we saw Tyler and his girlfriend on the show, which is his real girlfriend in life, and looked like they were having real sex. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me, is P-Valley sort of soft porn? Is that on the edge of soft porn, or is it soft porn? I don't know. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. Either way, P-Valley is very good. It's just that I just don't want to see two black men having sex. It just does something to my eyesight or something. I don't know. In my brain or something, right? I'm going to keep watching it. Because I want to know Uncle Clifford's backstory. I want to know Mercedes' backstory, even though we kind of see her mama crazy. It's just good. It's just a good show. It's just a little bit too sexual. Just a tad, right? But anyway, y'all, we gonna watch it. Again, drop down in the comments and tell me who all riding Chuckalisa. Go get Miss Mississippi. What we gonna do when we get there is we gonna beat him up, tie him up, call the police. What we doing when we get there? Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about P-Valley. Are you watching it? Are you still watching it? Are you going to continue to watch it? It's good TV. Just a little bit too much. That's all. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, guys. My email is available. My Cash App, if you want to donate to my channel. Like I said, I'm working on a tripod so I can put my camera up, because it's a lot of going on when I do it another way. And I want the camera would make it much, much easier. Thanks to my friend Jeanette. So anyway, guys, I'm working. Just to let y'all know I'm working. It's just I got a lot on my plate, and I'm doing the best that I absolutely can, y'all. And thank you guys for liking and sharing and commenting and subscribing. My subscribership is growing. I really, really appreciate you guys, Jack Squad. So I'm going to have a dating story tomorrow. It's going to be funny, okay? So, all right, guys, everybody be cool and stay safe.